do what
it
I
was
do.
in the upper 90s percentile. And this is how they're portraying us as pimps and drug addicts and criminals. You know it was a concerted effort. So in the 1950s and 60s, what did we see? We saw a rise, or should I say in the 1980s and 90s, we saw a rise of gangster rap, over-sexualized images of black women, and it further degraded the black male and female identity. Shout out to Sage Talk Media. Then you got the welfare policies like Section 8 that introduced in the 1960s and other social programs. While aimed at alleviating poverty on paper, it contributed to the breakdown of the traditional family structures. And many young black men were pushed out of the communities. And it led to multi-generational cycles of poverty, incarceration, and confusion about identity and masculinity because there wasn't no daddies in the house. So by the 21st century, here we are. The black community is faced with dramatic decline, marriage rates plummeted, fatherhood decreased, and incarceration rate has soared. Now, historically, black Americans have built thriving communities from Cali to New York, Georgia to Seattle. We own hotels, restaurants, schools. We even pioneered industries like automotive and transportation. Black entrepreneurs like Madam C.J. Walker. The woman built the whole cosmetic empire in the early 1900s. Then you have people like Garrett Morgan, the inventor of the traffic light. The man exemplified black innovation. Yet many of these successes were targeted through deliberate efforts to foster jealousy, racial resentment amongst, because the white folks were jealous. And so what did it do? It led to destruction and suppression and black wealth. They did the same thing to in Los Angeles. They did that to the successful black people. They purposely targeted. And so now that same dynamic is happening to Latinos. As your communities grow stronger economically and politically, you're building businesses and owning homes and gaining influence, you're going to face that similar jealousy and opposition that we had to deal with. This is not accidental. It's part of a long-standing pattern rooted in racial jealousy, fear of losing dominance, and efforts by powerful interests to maintain control. You didn't know that? All the Latinos watching this should donate to me because I know none of your leaders are teaching you this. I know they're not because I hear you. Y'all just on the internet complaining. But see, understanding our history is crucial, but you're too selfish to do that. See, it's not just about numbers. You could be 65 million or 650 million. It's about a cycle of envy and sabotage and systematic barriers designed to keep your brown behinds marginalized in communities beneath the white ruling class. Recognize these patterns can help you see the bigger picture and work toward true equality and justice. And had you not been practicing that anti-black racism that y'all been practicing, maybe one of us would have told you. But, you know, since you want to be like that, it's going to be like that. Nevertheless, throughout American history, many black entrepreneurs and community leaders and business owners in the South and across the country, we built thriving enterprises. And it challenged the economic dominance of white supremacists who felt that they were better than us. See, these black business people, whether they own a grocery store or a barbershop or a restaurant or some other small business, they were getting targeted precisely because they posed a threat to the financial interests of the white folks in the town next door. You understand? Many of the black people who were lynched during the lynching era were business competitors of white folk. Y'all ain't figured that out yet? You want to know why they going after Puffy? Because Puffy's a rich black man. Same reason they went after Bill Clinton. Bill Cosby. Same reason they going after tried to go after Sean Carter, Jay-Z. This is it. You didn't figure this out. They went after Oprah. This is it. See, the white supremacist system is about economics, if nothing else. And it's long been rooted in controlling not just political power, but economic resources. When black communities started to grow economically, owning land, operating businesses, creating wealth, they threatened to establish racial hierarchy. You understand? And this led to violent pushback, often under the guise of racial violence or intimidation. For example, and I spoke about this earlier, you had in the 20th century all these black entrepreneurs in the South. They faced all this hostility, whether we talking about Red Summer in Tulsa, Oklahoma, Chicago, Greenwood District in Black Wall Street. These white folk were jealous. In the 1930s and 40s, you had black business owners in the South, places like Atlanta, Georgia, Birmingham, Alabama. They faced economic sabotage and intimidation and violence whenever they expanded or threatened white business interests. And many black grocery store owners, like those in the segregated neighborhoods, competed directly with these white-owned stores. And because those black folks challenged the economic status quo, they became targets for harassment, arson, and even unalivement. Look at Henry Hank Aaron. In the 1950s, he was just a small grocery store owner in Mobile, Alabama. He was known for his community service. But the threat from white competitors and racism was constant. And it was many black business owners who faced the same similar threats. They were unalive for their economic independence and their ingenuity, the American dream. In the 1960s, during the Civil Rights Movement, you had black businessmen and entrepreneurs and leaders. They pushed for economic empowerment. They wanted to own banks and real estate and business, and they challenged the racial economic barriers. But they were often met with violence, economic boycotts, or legal hurdles, just designed to keep them small or shut them down entirely. The whole unalignment of Medgar Evers in 1963, he was a prominent civil rights leader in Mississippi. It was partly rooted in his efforts to promote black economic and political empowerment, but mostly the economic. See, many white folks saw black economic advancement as a direct threat to their control, and their violence was aimed at maintaining dominance. They used lynchings and bombings and economic sabotage to intimidate black business owners and leaders from expanding their influence. This is a pattern, and it continues today. Black entrepreneurs and successful people, community, we always face these systematic barriers, this racial jealousy, and sometimes it's just outright hostile from those who see black progress as a threat to white dominance, whether through violence or economic exclusion or political suppression. They can't wait to talk bad about you. They can't wait to see you stripped of what you have and embarrassed. Listen closely. One of the most important lessons black people have learned over generations. I want y'all to hear me. One of the most important lessons that black folk have learned over generations is to be cautious about how you reveal and share with others, especially white folks. I'm just saying. I know it's some white folks looking, and I'm just saying. Because see, historically, black communities have understood that inviting white folk into your private spaces or showing how well you live can backfire on you. What's up? Welcome to the broadcast. This is Uncle D. People wash their ass in the tub, Kamala Harris.
You were tuned in to Uncle D. D's black man talk. Pull up, homie, take a seat. Don't be a shadow watcher every day. You learn something, then you earn something. Let them know and drop some money in the plate. It's getting cold, ladies, talking ratchet. Lizard King here, grab your coat, zip your jacket. Keep quiet for a second, close your jaw. Attorney Spurling, this ain't pearly, know the law. Talking Constitution, pushing pins when he shooting, give him that. Masculinity, just for the record, sprinkle that. You can keep your cat, gotta cut it. Only cat he rubbing, gotta love it. I call it Molly Buddy. Gotta vote your interest, voting earns. Presidential, this is for the money that I earn. When you gon' learn, my people, that evil mixed with evil. No matter what you're doing, baby, this ain't equal. Sometimes when you're special, you get hated. The test is for the best, you're damn right, my people made it. Uncle D, Blizzard King, you been served, gotta know this. Now black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now. Uncle D, you been served, get your notice now. Black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now. Uncle D, you been served, get your notice now. Black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now. Uncle D, you been served, get your notice now. Black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now.
Hey man, I'll do what I do.
Somebody need to whip your ass.
Get up and whip him, Sweets.
Hey, don't be putting the money in my hand all rough.
Take your ass out here. You buy you a Flowbee and cut your own damn hair from now on.